We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on their in-state rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Bell, give him credit. He had the coverage on the play. You look at this Cowboy defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Stroud looking to throw. Checks this down to Marks out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll swing this out to Blue. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Cowboys 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw. Drops it to Blue, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
On first down, it's Blue. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Texans are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ballgame as they come up 1st and 10. How about this? Racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin with a carry for Blue. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on 3rd down. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. To throw is Milton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Well, he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Buffalo 18.
They'll try and throw for it here. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Come on, come on.
Here's Milton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Stroud. Another one caught by Collins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions step up and make those throws, and he did that.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll try and run again with Blue. He'll be hit down at the 43, 5 yards on the play. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line.
But this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now Milton. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Texans 14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 137 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Stroud. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Second and 10.
Tony.
Stroud to throw it. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember that first half, going through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the Texans' 46-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Milton. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Warrior 70.
Throwing is Milton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Handoff, Blue running right. of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right
where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Start. Ready.
Back to throw. Milton. He's got this to Pickens. And he'll be touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Hello. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Texans 14. Brandon Aubrey to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And Stroud now to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shot of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10. Now bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, not get free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for him.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 23-yard line.
Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run with blue. And they'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. Milton. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive. And in a relatively wide open, complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here goes Stroud again. And he loses the football a 2nd time. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
First and goal.
Stroud looking to throw. take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. He's definitely making his mark early in the year from the tight end position. 2 games played, 2 touchdowns.
And from what I've seen on tape so far this year, his ability to use the fakes well, his body in the red zone, they should continue to look his way through the entire season.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
At their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Okay, ready?
The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Here we go. Dragon 60, 19, top 18, Pioneer.
They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. And now another one thrown incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Stroud out of the gun here. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
this play still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stroud. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Let's go now.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
To throw is Milton. They'll swing this out to Blue. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Blue. 74 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. 23 yards the pickup there. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as he'll run on 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was thanks in part to the play of their 3rd-year quarterback.
Yeah, there's no question who the star of this game was. What a performance throwing the football. Over 300 yards, 4 touchdown passes. That's quarterbacking at an elite level.
So for Dallas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Along